If you're a Houston tenant that is in office space or you're looking for office space, I got some great news for you. We just came out with our third quarter Houston office market report. Things look good if you're looking for opportunities. Let's jump right into it. As far as the year-to-date net absorption, Houston has a negative million square feet of absorption. What that means is that the tenants that are in this market have either downsized or left to the tune of 1 million square feet of space. What that means for Houston tenants is that opportunities are improving, concessions are increasing as well. The incentives for landlords to draw tenants into spaces is getting stronger by the day. So that's a very good sign of a tenant favorable market. Now, when we look at construction at about 800,000 square feet of space, that's one of the reasons that Houston's rental rates have been flat for so long, is because we're not adding a ton of new supply. Total vacancy is 25.8%. Sublease vacancy also up big, over 4 million square feet of space. I think that's a 17% increase from last quarter alone. That is due in part to the massive blocks of space that companies are putting onto the market because of hybrid work, because of a reimagining of office space in general. The concessions, this is a big one. Concessions are very substantial in this part of the market. So if you're looking for office space, I'll tell you, based on the submarket you're in, always try to find out what other landlords are offering in the way of concessions, because I'm sure it may have changed since the last time you looked at space. Now let's look at supply and demand briefly. You can see a gradual returning to the office, albeit very slow, but you can see people returning to the office. When we look at total vacancy, you can see in 2008, let me see if I can highlight this for you. So when you look at 2008 and see that it was closer to 12%, now it's over 25%, that's very significant. And it shows you a greater story for tenants that are looking for space. There's more opportunities. And more importantly, the theme here is there's a massive flight to quality. Now, when we look at this part of the chart here with average asking rents, you can see that since 2008, rents have stayed relatively flat. And my opinion on that is one of the biggest industries that we have here is the energy sector. They're always super conservative. You're not going to see just explosive growth in that area. Even with oil prices being where they are, we don't anticipate energy companies asking for a huge amount of new space, right? They're going to maintain what they have. And because so many companies are cautious about the economic climate that we're seeing, we're continuing to see a withdrawal and a more conservative approach to how people want to look at the marketplace. All the deals I'm working on are going to be downsizing or looking at how we can upgrade to a nicer space for the same amount of money. And that's driven primarily because companies want to make sure they have the best environment for their employees as possible. So you're seeing rental rates staying flat, but the underlying theme here is that concessions are increasing. If I'm a tenant in this market, this is what I'm thinking about. I need to assess my submarket, my building, what concessions are going to be in this marketplace. I need to understand if my landlord is stable. If I'm a tenant in this market, I'm thinking about how to assess hybrid work. What are my competitors doing? How are they making a better environment for their employees so that they can capture the best employees possible? How are they reducing their footprint while still adding efficiency and productivity to their workplace? I'm thinking about concessions, cost of construction, how inflation affects all of these variables. If you stay tuned to our channel, you're going to see me go through a lot of these market reports. Just comment report for a market report so we can send you to your submarket today. Or comment teams so we can schedule a call and break down the market for you and you can have access to this data. So thank you guys so much for watching this report. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I can't wait to talk to you guys again soon. See you later.